I just discovered the oldest Minecraft server, and it is absolutely incredible. This server has gone under the radar for almost 15 years, and I think it's time that the community knows about this amazing piece of Minecraft history. But how did I uncover this secret server? Well, that's a story all by itself. Let's talk about it. Now, when you hear someone talk about Minecraft's oldest server, you probably already have a few names in mind. Most of you have heard about 2B2T, an anarchy world that's been running since December of 2010, making it one of the oldest Minecraft servers that's still around, but it's not actually the oldest. Right now, that title can go to one of 3 servers, depending how you look at it. The first is a creative server known as Nerd.nu that opened all the way back on June 10th of 2009, just 10 days after Minecraft multiplayer first released. The only problem is that Nerd.nu resets their world every few months, and even though they saved some of their older maps, they only go back to December 2010, the same time as 2B2T. The Nerd.nu of 2009 doesn't exist anymore, so does it really count? I'll let you decide. For me, I don't think it does, so instead, we have to fast forward to August 4th of 2010 with the official release of Minecraft Survival Multiplayer. Hundreds of servers opened on day 1 and some were successful, but eventually they all shut down and disappeared from the internet, except for 2. The first one is MinecraftOnline, a really fun survival server with custom dungeons, minigames, technology, and more. For the last decade, MinecraftOnline has generally been considered the true oldest Minecraft server, because unlike Nerd.nu, their world has never reset. You can log in right now and stand in a home that was built 14 years ago. Until 2021, people thought that MinecraftOnline was the oldest server there was. But that all changed when a YouTuber named Saplo discovered another Minecraft server released on the exact same day, Novylen.net. Just like MinecraftOnline, Novylen has been running for over 14 years without a reset, and it's got its own little community keeping it alive. For years now, MinecraftOnline and Novylen have been tied as the kings of ancient Minecraft, and that's where everyone thought they would stay. But what if I told you that they weren't alone? What if I told you that for the last 10 years, another ancient server has been hiding in the shadows, completely undetected? Let's take it back to 2010. Multiplayer was finally out and Minecraft was just starting to take off. But if you were a Minecraft player in 2010, how would you find other people to play with? Well, you could ask your friends if they played Minecraft, but chances are they didn't, at least not yet. You could go in a chat room and wait around until there's enough people to form a group, but that could take hours. So, almost as soon as Minecraft servers came out, players got to work forming a staple of Minecraft multiplayer, the Minecraft server list. And the oldest one we have is from the good old Minecraft forum on August 14th of 2010. That's just 10 days after multiplayer came out, so pretty early and pretty basic. At this point, there were only 100 servers, and most of them kinda sucked. They were slow, they were small, they were barely ever online. Most of them didn't even have names. They were just, Jimmy's server, come build a dirt hut. And, besides MinecraftOnline, Novylen, and Crazy Fools, another really old server, they all shut down a long time ago. Hundreds of people before me had gone through this page hunting for old servers. That's how we found Novylen, but there was nothing new here. Originally, I just planned to tour some of these old servers for a new series, which might still happen. But as I scrolled my way down, I found a couple of servers that caught my eye. And while I was researching one of them, zen.org, I found something interesting. An old post on the Minecraft forum listing out some more servers that they had apparently taken from a defunct website called Abyssal Legion. It was a stretch. I already recognized most of these names from the other server list, but I figured, what the heck? I'll take a look. So I went down the list one by one, going to every single website there was. Just as I expected, these servers were long gone. Most of them never made it past a month, and the few that did all died off when servers like Hypixel started to take over. But down the list I went, again and again, until one of them was different. When I typed maxloader.nl into my browser, I didn't get an error saying no website found. I didn't see some empty landing page telling me to buy the website. Instead, I saw this. Maxloader.nl, a website that looks straight out of the 90s. Nothing but a black background with green text and a few links here and there. Except right there on the front page was a link to the Maxloader SMP. It was still here. After all these years, it was still around. I could barely contain myself. I opened up Minecraft, typed in the IP, and nothing. I couldn't connect. And when I clicked into the Maxloader forum, I immediately knew why. The website was still up, but this server was a ghost town. Nobody had posted for years. The server had shut down over a decade ago. And when I looked on the side, there was one user online. Me. I was alone here. But I still had one last chance to step into this ancient world. As I was looking through the forum for anything, any info I could get on this dead server, I found this. A thread named Old Maps. It was pretty recent, from back in 2019. In fact, it was the last thing that the owner ever posted, and it just might contain the treasure I was looking for. So, I clicked the link, but nothing came up. Instead, I got an error. This page isn't working. And when I copied it into the Wayback Machine just in case, there was no results. Was this it? A dead end right before the big breakthrough? No, I couldn't accept that. So I pushed forward. I checked every single archive of the Maxloader forums that archive.org still had, and they were all interesting, but not what I needed until the very end. I clicked the link, and there it was. The Old Maps forum thread in all its glory, with links to every single map that Maxloader had ever saved. The hunt was over. I had found my prize. But wait, how do we know that this is actually the oldest Minecraft server? The server list we found this on was from September 2010, after all. It's definitely early, but how early? Well, I thought the same thing. So I downloaded all the maps and started to take a look and see just how old they really were. The most recent map they saved was the Quartz map in 2013, so it seems like some of the later maps weren't saved, but the others go all the way back to 2010, and the oldest one, simply enough, was newworld.zip. So let's crack open this time capsule. Drumroll please, August 10th. Wait, 10th? I mean, that still makes it the third oldest server world we have, but I don't want third, I want first. But right as I was gonna give up, I noticed that one of my file managers was showing some files as older than August 10th. It turns out, the map was saved on the 10th, but it started earlier. There was still a chance. So as a last resort, I grabbed every single file in the map and sorted them by date. And this is what I saw. August 4th of 2010. The golden date. The very first day of Minecraft multiplayer. I had done it. I had found not just a lost ancient server, but the oldest Minecraft server world that you can still see today. A new king on the throne, and I could not wait to see what I would find. So, without further ado, let's step into the ancient world of the Maxloader SMP. As soon as you load into the Maxloader map, you can see it's not in great shape. Spawn is a crater with the rubble of abandoned buildings littering the landscape. If you've ever wondered why old servers have such strict rules against griefing, this is why. Once upon a time, I can imagine this area was home to hundreds of players. You can see the remains of maybe an old drawbridge, and the winding caves beneath are fully explored. But today, all that's left is a wide cobbled road to the west. We'll come back to that later. Fortunately, as you start to venture out into the wilderness, a few very interesting builds have been left untouched, preserved perfectly for all these years. Straight behind me, about 100 blocks from spawn, someone has carved a tiny base into the side of this hill. The sign and chest are unfortunately empty, so we don't know exactly who lived here, but they took the time to carve patterns into the ceiling and floor, and left a little wooden staircase at the bottom, which one day might have led to another base. Just outside, they've left a few small farm areas, empty cave rooms, and mine shafts. You can even see them using spaced out ladders, a trick from the early days of Minecraft. Next door, their neighbor was really into farming, and they've got rows on rows of wheat to keep themselves fed as they explored around Maxloader's SMP. But maybe you're not impressed yet. These are noob huts. Where's the real, innovative alpha architecture? For that, let's head back to spawn and take a walk down that road we found. When you come out the other end, it seems like another dead end of old griefed builds, until you look up. This area is a huge city, maybe even the first city ever made on a Minecraft server. A lot of it has been destroyed. You can even see a block of TNT left over from the griefs. But you can still tell that this was once an incredible empire, complete with a massive moss stone castle and even a lava fall out of this huge stone skull. And some of the build is still perfectly intact, like the wooden pyramid, the airship, or this lovely cliffside home. Just look at that view. If you cross to the other side of the spawn ravine, there's another really interesting build. On the surface, it just looks like a little gravestone, but I don't think this mountain we're standing on is natural. To me, this looks terraformed. And if that's true, then whoever built this was long ahead of his time. Custom mountains like this are rare even today, and back then, in a time full of dirt huts and stone bridges, it was practically unheard of. I could go on for hours just exploring all these ancient builds, but I think it might be better to leave that to you. I've ported this ancient world to 1.21 for all of you to play, and you can download it along with all the other worlds of the Maxloader SMP from my Discord in the description. This is an amazing piece of history that I was incredibly lucky to find, but now maybe this forgotten world can see a new life. Thank you all for watching, and have a good one. Peace, peace.